Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings today, and we have a trending news here for you. And the headline of the news reads, Ohanaeze Ndigbo blows hot, says give us presidency from the south or see details. Alright, but before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish video on YouTube. Alright, let's look at the news in detail. Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide has agreed to allow the South-South region to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari in 2023 presidency. It was reported that South-South elders declared that the 2023 presidency should be ceded to the zone to avert crisis. The elders said giving 2023 presidency to the north will tear Nigeria apart as the expiration of Buhari's tenure completes not two tenure. Sarah Igbe, the National Publicity Secretary of Pan Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, said South-South has used just one tenure, adding that it is only fair to allow the zone to produce the next president for another 4 years to complete the zone's second tenure. Reacting on Ohanaeze in a statement sent to Daily Post signed by Mazi Okechukwu Izuguzuru, President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide, agreed to support the move by South-South, warning that any move by the government to hand over the presidency to the north will lead to a civil war. The Igbo group called on Nigerians to unite and produce a Christian president from the south to ensure progress and security, stressing that it is an invitation to anarchy and suicidal for a Muslim north or a Muslim south to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. The statement reads, the position of the South-South Elders Forum led by Chief Anab Sarah Igbe on the northern aspiration to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari by undemocratic elements and any attempt by these northern cabal to destroy the unconventional agreement of rotational presidency between North and South will definitely plunge Nigeria into another civil war, civil disobedience, and civil unrest. In a multifaceted democracy like us, every religion and ethnicity play a major role in our democracy. OIC advocates in 2023 that Nigeria should produce a Christian president from the south to ensure progress and security. It is an invitation to anarchy and suicidal for a Muslim north or Muslim south to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari, but definitely a Christian Southerner is what is ideal. Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council Worldwide observed that in the 20 years of Nigerian democracy, Igbo supported Obasanjo, Yar'Adua, Jonathan, and Buhari, and deserve the support from Nigerians across the board, especially the Niger Delta in 2023. It's on record that during 2011 and 2015, Igbos voted for Jonathan exceeded that of entire South-South votes for Jonathan. The allusion the South-South will do one term is a ruse, as it's only Goodluck Jonathan that is limited by Nigeria's constitution for one tenure until he declares interest. 2023 Igbo presidency project remains the hope of Nigeria. We advise Chief Anab Sarah Igbe to follow up with the footsteps of the leader of Niger Delta and elder statesman Pa Edwin Clark, who has declared support for 2023 Igbo presidency project for peace, justice, and fairness. Apart from Goodluck Jonathan, every other South-South aspirant are entitled to the constitutional provision of 2 terms. So OIC urges Sarah Igbe to support Igbo presidency project, as he observed that Igbo has never been in the saddle 50 years after the Biafran War. OYC wishes to correct an erroneous but false impression that not doubt. Okay, sorry, I'll take that again. OYC wishes to correct an erroneous but false impression that not doubt Igbo's sincerity of Igbo presidency project over Biafra as a made of falsehood created by proponents of instability and undemocratic anarchists fanning the embers of disintegration and unity of our beloved country through promotion of hate and malice with evil intents aimed at halting a Nigerian president of Igbo stock 2023 through spread of lies against Igbo, who are more Nigerian than tribes with investment worth over 221 trillion naira in the north. We wish to remind Sarah Igbe that it was resource control agitation being championed by the Niger Delta that led to the compensation for Jonathan's 6 years presidency. It was the activity of Boko Haram and insecurity in the north that motivated Nigerians to support President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015. It was Nadeko and OPC militia activity that led to Obasanjo presidency in 1999. So definitely, Igbos are looking for Igbo presidency 2023, and Biafra agitation, which includes South-South region, is now championed by their prominent son Alhaji Mojihad Asari Dakubo, who is the supreme leader of the Biafra National Council. Definitely is the turn of South-South region to support a Nigerian president of Igbo stock 2023 for posterity sake. Wow, that was a long one day, and we want to look at this. This issue has been resounding on the net for quite a long time, but this time around it is coming up with thread. I have come to notice that for a while now, a lot of people have been talking about whenever they talk about a particular political issue, we'll hear the issue of trade and all of that. Fairly recently, Meitiala, and that was for me, that was a trade when they said to the Yorubas that if you continue with Omotekun, you have to let go of presidency come 2023. So it was like, hey, if you need Omotekun, then you have to let go of 2023. But this time around, the Igbos are telling everyone who cares to hear, even with the South-South, that it is their own turn to become the president of Nigeria, and they demand the support that they were one of those who have given huge support to Obasanjo. They were one of those who gave huge support to Jonathan, and that this time around it is their own turn, and they are soliciting for support from the north. And not only from the north, they are also soliciting for support from everyone, because they have waited thus far. He had to even go as far as recounting how much investment that they have in the north, a clear indication that there is no plan for the Igbos to separate based on what Ohanaeze, no be me talk, now what Ohanaeze Ndigbo youths has said. They have huge investment in the north just to show that they have support for one Nigeria. All right, and we're going to be looking at that in a jiffy. Right now, there's a lot of tussle, and the Igbos here are saying if we don't have it, then there will be war. But at the same time, there is another set of the Igbos who are not even interested in anything called presidency come 2023. Their focus is on Biafra. How do you think that this unity in objective, this unity in goal will work out for the Igbos?
The truth of the matter is, an average Igbo man you would ask will tell you, look, we are tired, we are sick and tired of Nigeria. The nomenclature they give to Nigeria is zoo. It's so bad that whenever they call Nigeria zoo, Zoogeria. It's so bad. So if you want to check the heartbeat of an average Igbo man, you get it by, you just hear Biafra. And normally after they are done, they would still tell you, all hail Biafra. They already have started dreaming it. Some of them have started thinking of how to invest in the new nation called Biafra. So this actually may be the mindset of the few elites, the few Igbos that are in the political arena. But if you check that average Igbo man, it will tell you, look, we want our own nation, we want to secede, and with all the negative reports coming from Nigeria, always Nigeria is in the media for almost for every negative thing you can think of, either bad governance or bad judiciary or bad something that is not even palatable to the ears. You keep hearing it all coming from Nigeria. So sometimes these guys want something new. They want a new nation, and this whole one Nigeria thing, they just feel, look, you are saying your mind, you are being political because you're thinking of the political gains, benefit you will get. An average Igbo man will tell you, I want Biafra. And if you want to go via referendum, you'll be surprised, amazed the number of Igbos that will tell you, can you let us go? So maybe I don't know why these guys are doing Ohanaeze before now have always been agitating for 2023. All of a sudden, near the one to seem to have changed his mind, and now this again, and as if it's that bit of instability. But whatever the case may be, he's not speaking the mind of the average Igbo man, probably speaking the mind of the elite. Maybe they are looking at the fact that maybe Biafra may not be immediate, so they are trying to position themselves for presidency, but then they are just speaking their mind. An average Igbo man will tell you he wants Biafra, but then there have to be some sort of compromise. If you ask me, it's either the elite, the political elite, we need to bow for the idea of Biafra, or the average Igbo man who knows he has nothing to gain, or who has not been gaining anything from the country called Nigeria, tangibly, may either bow to the fact that let's give Nigeria one more chance, peradventure they will absorb us and treat us like one Nigeria. But either way, there has to be some merging, there has to be some level of compromise and understanding that will bring them together. Other than that, it may be a bit dicey, a bit difficult for them to get 2023 presidency and Biafra. But I do know one thing: they all want Biafra.
All right, thank you very much. That's a great one, and I want to queue up behind that thought, because in my little involvement with discussion on this issue of Biafra and presidency for Igbo's talk to be a president, I have realized fairly recently that, these guys are not interested at all. I'm talking about the Igbos. They are not interested at all, especially the common man who walks down the road, is a businessman and is an Igbo man. They are not even interested in anything called Presidency 2023. Their eyes is focused on Biafra. They want sovereignty for that name Biafra. They want to get out of Nigeria and start a life of their own. And they are so restless about this. They identify themselves in Nigeria, outside, They identify themselves in Nigeria, outside Nigeria, as they are Biafrans. And I think that what is really stalling them now is the fact that they have mixed breed. We have people who, are really looking out for Biafra, and there are still some very selfish ones who are talking about, they're looking up for presidency come 2023. But be it as it may, these guys have made their intentions known, that if they are not being given the opportunity of being president come 2023, they are not going to rest again. It's going to be a case of civil war. And this time around, they are saying it's resounding it loud and clear. I think that consideration should be given. Me personally, if you ask me, whatever these guys want, give it to them. If they want to take a walk out of Nigeria, why not? Give it to them, so that at least we can know that we've been able to handle that. After all, we've seen cases where, a state in Nigeria gave birth to another state. We've seen a case where for example, Akwa Ibom Cross River State came to a time that Akwa Ibom might say, hey, I want to have I want to leave. We want to have a state called Akwa Ibom State. It was given to them. There's nothing bad if Nigeria produces another country by the name Biafra. At least, no matter what, they will be like, oh, these guys actually left us, and they become a country of their own. So that, number one, in event of them working, there will be a bilateral relationship. It won't be an issue of hate and war and war and war. Let's try to see, because the truth of the matter is, personally, I don't want what happened in 1967 to happen again. I may not have been baited that time, but at the same time, when the stories keep flowing in, you will know that it wasn't a funny thing at all. It was a horrible sight. Our parents, whenever they talk about it, they just shake their head and say, "My son, I don't wish that you people see anything close to that." It was where loved ones are being separated from their own, horrible things happen and all of that. So we are not wishing that to happen. So whatever we feel is ideal to be done to a particular region, that's a particular people, do it to them. They want to take a walk, give them the opportunity to take a walk, and so that Nigeria can at least settle and begin to grow again and again. That's where we're going to leave you. Go to our comment section, let us interact. What do you think about the words of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo? If you don't give us a Christian president, it will amount to another.